Hello, Daz Studio patrons. I'm not from this world, and I want to welcome you to my tutorial series. Alright everyone, so it is Tuesday, and often on Tuesdays I like to do a Daz Studio challenge. So today I have a question that was posted by one of my viewers on my video about the OOT hair bug, and he asks, have you seen the bug where you're using a batch renderer and the scene loads and renders just fine, but when it goes to delete the objects in the scene, Daz stops responding, and it can take up to 20 minutes to close after using the task manager to kill the Daz processes. Then he says, I also have to reboot since it totally screws my computer over. I've tested it in Daz 4.12, 4.2, and 4.22. And then he just says, I started when I installed 4.22 and I've been looking for older installs trying to get it to work again and no mojo. So thanks Sage3604 for this question. And I did some research trying to find an answer for you. But in the Daz Studio forums, I couldn't locate a bug post about batch rendering. However, I am wondering if this is what my problem is when I'm using RenderQ. And so, just to remind you, with RenderQ, I can render 4 or 5 pictures. They go really fast. And then something happens where my GPU drops to CPU. I build up too much GPU memory or something. And I drop down to CPU, and then it takes me 30 to 120 minutes to actually get the render finished when the previous render in the scene took 4 or 5. So I am just wondering, to all of my patrons out there, this great Daz community, have you heard of a fix to this bug, and can you explain the bug a little bit more and explain to everyone if RenderQ is susceptible to having this problem? I do know there is a bug in Daz Studio. I've read about this where Daz cannot dump the memory in the GPU, and so it keeps building up, and that's why you often drop to CPU and your renders take a long time. This is one of the reasons why I am upgrading to the 4070 graphics card. Hopefully this will take care of a lot of those issues, and plus it's just going to be really cool to have. I did have my friend over, he looked at it, and we both agreed that my case is just too small. It's like a case that was created just for the components that are in my computer. So I have already ordered a new case. It should be here on Friday. And I will be installing all of my components into that case so that I can put this 4070 graphics card in. I am so excited. I'm going to get some help because I've actually never done this before. I'm not, a computer guru. I just like to play around with the Daz Studio. But anyway, I'm excited about the 4070, but I would love to know if we can fix this GPU problem. Does anyone out there know of a bug fix to this GPU memory and batch rendering? So if you do, hit me up, comment. If you do have a bug fix, I'll make a tutorial out of it. Thank you, Sage, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. So until next time, happy rendering, keep it up, and avoid that AI stuff.